So here we are at a building called T7 at Gwaith Powdwr Nature Reserve in Penrhyn Deudraeth, and it is an established bat roost, so we can't go in this one. And you can see the improvements that we've made over the winter. So first of all, the obvious things, the solar PV and solar thermal. The solar PV is running the CCTV and also the solar thermal system that is heating the upstairs, which is already a maternity roost for lesser horseshoe bats and brown long-eared bats, but it's suboptimal. It's still not quite warm enough, so we want to raise the temperature a degree or two upstairs, and hopefully that will make the breeding success of the bats more successful. So that's the first thing, the solar system. Secondly, the big obvious thing is this big shiny roof that we've got here above the cage. We've had to fit this because we have had some problems with antisocial behaviour, with people trying to get into the bat access. So we've caged that off, and we've had to put this roof on to prevent people climbing on top and then doing something bad with the CCTV or the PV and thermal. That's also good for bats, because as bats emerge at night, lesser horseshoes for example, they do what's called light sampling, which is they'll emerge, they'll think, oh, it's a bit too light, let's move back in, and then they can use that space and it's safe from predators. And then finally, the final major improvement is that, quite unusually, you'll see the guttering there. The water's actually been piped into the building. Now you obviously wouldn't do that in your own house, because we're actually wanting to create more damp conditions inside. So if it's more humid, bats are less likely to have to emerge, particularly during hibernation periods, when it's too cold and there's no insect food for them, and they potentially could die because they don't have enough energy to do that. So actually having some humidity in there is a real benefit for the bats. So hopefully in the future we'll be able to show you some bat cam footage live from T7 this season. Watch this space.